Hey everyone, I'm back with another Visual Studio Code tutorial video. We're going to take a look at a quick extension that I use actually quite often for static websites. So we're going to go over here to extensions real quick. And we're going to go take a look at the IIS Express extension. This is by Warren Buckley. It's a really good extension. You see it's got a high rating, 64,000 plus downloads. And what this is basically is just a shortcut, kind of a hook into IIS Express. So obviously you have to have IIS Express installed on your computer. If you're running development on a Windows machine, you probably already have it, especially if you have Visual Studio installed. And this basically reads the information from your application host config file, which is usually in your user directory. So if we came over here, took a quick look at documents, you'll see IIS Express, inside of config, application host config. So basically, IIS Express will hook into your application host config. It'll look locally first. If it doesn't find it locally within your project, it'll then look globally. But if you have IIS Express installed, you probably don't have to worry about much of that. All you really have to do is install the extension, and it gives you a couple of keyboard shortcuts. So if you do Control-Shift-P, you can see that the two that show up here are IIS Express stop website and start website. If we just quickly type IIS Express, you can see there's actually three of them. There's stop, start, and then there's restart. And then, of course, if you select start, we're actually going to come back over here real quick. You can see that you have the request starting and over here. And then over here, it'll show you that it's running in the folder. So basically, this allows you to open up a folder of static content, HTML, or content with a web config file. And if you're doing just static HTML development, you can then quickly create an IIS Express instance in order to run the website locally rather than having to use something like NPM or setting up a full virtual directory inside of IIS or a virtual website inside of IIS. It comes in, it's pretty handy, as you can tell. And of course, Control-Shift-P, you can stop it, and it stops IIS Express. And of course, you can restore it too. So very handy if you're working on a Windows machine and you develop small websites. You want to develop a quick proof of concept, and you're using Visual Studio Code. It's a great extension to use to quickly launch a website in order to see how it would operate and see kind of mess with the styles, mess with the JavaScript, whatever you kind of need to.